Hello, I'm Dr. Ralph Stockmann, chiropractor. I'm also an Ayurvedic physician and do science-based nutrition for my patients. Today we're going to talk a little bit about chiropractic, and I'm going to clear up some common misconceptions about chiropractic and what it's all about, so you have a better understanding of what this science is about. So chiropractors work on the nerve system, and here is a model of your spine. This is a plastic model showing exactly what your spine looks like. So from the base of your spine, you have your brain in here, and then it goes through this hole in your head, and it's called the spinal cord. And the spinal cord continues down through the center of the spine, and it branches out these pairs of spinal nerves that go out and supply the rest of your body. So everybody has a nerve system, and the nerve system controls and coordinates every function of every cell in the body. Every cell has from 2 to 9 nerves going to it, so it must be something important. But you can think of your nerve system like your body's computer. It's telling your body exactly what to do, even when you're sleeping and not thinking about it. So you have different nerve systems. We have the sympathetic nerve system, which goes from about T1 to about L2, and that goes to your heart, your lungs, your stomach, your liver, your digestive organs, kidneys, colon, reproductive organs. All this goes through your nerve system. The sympathetic nervous system has to do with fight or flight. It prepares you for muscular activity, so that you can fight or you can run away. To balance your sympathetic nerve system is your parasympathetic nerve system, which consists of your cranial nerves in your head and sacral nerves down in your lower back. The parasympathetic nerve system deals with relaxation, digestion, elimination, repair, immune response, and higher thinking. Your body will either be dominant in its sympathetic nerve system or parasympathetic nerve system. They do not function together. So it's very important that you not be under fight or flight situation, your sympathetic nerve system, which is very much like a cat with its back up. You don't want to have your sympathetic nerve system functioning, so you don't want to be stressed out or worried while you're eating, because eating is a parasympathetic system, digestion and elimination, and that should be done in a relaxed setting or environment where there is no stress. So you have a balance between your sympathetic nerve system and your parasympathetic nerve system. You also have an autonomic nerve system, and your autonomic basically means it's automatic. You don't have to think about it. So your body is doing thousands of reactions chemically every moment, for instance, digesting your food, and it's not something you even have to think or worry about. Your body just does these things automatically. Sleeping also, your body is programmed to work at different times of the day. Different organs function at different times of the day. So it's also very important to have a regular daily routine, getting up the same time, going to bed the same time, eating the same time every day, because your body likes to have that regularity in function. Now, your nerve system, from your brain going down your spinal cord, out the spinal nerves to every cell of your body, and then your cells communicate back through the spinal nerves to the spinal cord back up to the brain. So there's a constant communication that happens between your cells and your body. Now, the premise of chiropractic is that if you have a proper functioning nerve system and everything's working at 100%, then everything's going to work right in your body and everything will function at 100%. The problem is when the bones in your spine go out of alignment. So you can see the spinal nerves exiting from between the vertebra. Well, what happens if the vertebra is out of alignment? Well, you can see that that's cutting off or pinching that spinal nerve. So that's going to interfere with the communication from your brain to that part of your body, and that information is not going to come through properly to wherever that nerve goes to. So if that nerve goes to your heart, over time your heart is not going to work as well. If that nerve goes to your stomach, over time your digestion is going to fail. So the importance of the nerve system controlling and regulating all the function is in line with chiropractic. The philosophy of chiropractic is to remove the nerve interference, what we call the subluxation, when the bone is out of alignment, creating nerve interference. Chiropractors correct the subluxations, realigning the bones in the spine to restore the nerve function. So that's the basic premise of chiropractic, is the nerve system controls everything in the body. If it functions right at 100%, everything works properly. When you have these subluxations or nerve interference, then that cuts off the information from your brain to that part of your body. And your body's only way to respond is by having symptoms, which are usually pain, numbness, tingling, headaches, things like that. So think of your symptoms like warning lights in your car. Your body is trying to tell you that there's something wrong. So if you had your warning light go off in your car, you wouldn't take a piece of tape and cover up your warning light, would you? That's basically what you're doing with drugs and medications, is you're just getting rid of the symptom temporarily, but you haven't corrected the cause of why the symptom is there. So unless you correct the cause of the problem, the symptoms will return. And that's why you have to keep taking the pain pills, because it's not really fixing anything, it's just covering up the symptoms. So chiropractic is a health science that's basically to restore the function of the nerve system and allow the body to function as it was meant to be. So in chiropractic we have a philosophy called homeostasis, which means the body is always trying to go back into balance. So I hope that covers up some of the misconceptions that people have about chiropractic. And chiropractic is a health science that's around to get rid of pain and symptoms, but as I mentioned, those are not really the underlying cause. The underlying cause is the subluxation, which is caused by physical trauma, but nowadays probably more caused by stress, which is a gradual accumulation of stress and tension in the neck. And we even have expressions like, he's a pain in the neck, or she gives me a pain in the you-know-what. And physiologically that's correct, because the covering of the nerve only attaches in the skull and neck and down in the sacrum. So that creates a gradual accumulation of stress and tension over time, which actually shortens the entire spine. So that's how the effects of stress can affect your nerve system, and a brief explanation of chiropractic.